fucking live. Francesca. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my gosh. Welcome back, everyone, to the Saucy Sibz podcast. The show where we talk about nothing important, but everything important, actually. Important to me.
It's important to us. Thank you.
Oh my God, Adrian.
No,
Sorry.
fine.
Yeah, we're I like
Sorry,
it.
someone just came in here to grab something from the storage closet that we're recording our podcast from.
Because, Francesca, where are we?
All right, Nick. Well, we are actually, it's pretty cool. We're in an underground winery.
I love
But
it.
wineries are full of metal and they're very loud. So we had to go to the storage closet. So we're in an underground crawl space.
Right.
Because, so we always grab a glass of wine or something. You know, we have a beverage before the podcast. Well, Nick, so right now, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Pinot Noir from Carboy Winery.
And I am drinking our Soul of the Summit Red Blend. So we came in for a glass. And because Breckenridge is slammed during the holidays, I just want to let you know that America just comes to the mountains for the holidays.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
And
So
if you don't, you're missing out.
apparently,
Well,
everyone is descended upon us. Someone just called and asked what the best thing for parking would be at Carboy, and I answered the phone because I walked in the door and we were busy. So I answered the phone, and I was like, honestly, like, you tell me, sir, because I'm parked legally. It's wherever you can find it.
You got to be aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I walked in. We're outrageously slammed, which it's a Wednesday morning. I don't think my manager could have foreseen that it would be like this.
No.
I walk in a madhouse. So I'm like, I was going to grab a glass of wine and go upstairs and record the podcast. But I was like, actually, I'm just going to help. I'm like, Nick, here, let me pour you a glass of wine. I'm just going to work for the next like hour and a half. Which was awesome because, to be honest, I need the hours.
and then we were like, oh, but by the way,
Yeah.
can we like crawl into the winery and record from there because we need a quiet space? And they were like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. They're like, please just go down there and then I'm going to go back up and work in an hour. I was like, great, because Nick has to be at work in an hour.
Right.
And apparently we only record the podcast as a drive-by shooting.
I mean, honestly, a little bit because we're really busy, guys. We have been on a roller coaster.
God. Thank you for going on this journey with us.
Yeah, guys, because it has been a journey from quitting our jobs to living out of our car to being homeless to finding a place to live to getting new jobs to quitting them again. We have some big news for you.
Oof, the best news.
Well, we found an apartment. We did.
The crowd goes wild.
Hey, guys, we're no longer homeless. Thank you for watching America struggle. But no, we found this gorgeous 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and it's lovely.
It's amazing. It's in
huge.
Frisco.
In Frisco.
So we're going to be Frisco kids now. So if you don't know, Frisco is 20 minutes outside of Breckenridge, but it's its own tiny town, has its own little vibe, its own restaurants, its own bars.
It's got really good breakfast spots. It's got really good coffee shops. It's a bit more tame. There's a few bars. There's a few, it's not quite as the craziness of Breck, which a lot of people like about Frisco. And so that's where we're going to be. And that might be best for Francesca and I.
I think it'd be good.
Something a little bit more mellow than goddamn Breckenridge. So we're going to be there and we're really excited about it. Oh. See, it's funny because people don't know we're in the crawl space, and so we keep hearing people like coming to like get stuff from the winery.
Could you imagine being at your place of work and people don't know we're down here, and they crawl in for some hand towels, and we're just like, you guys, we are literally in a crawl space with a full recording studio set up.
We got our interface, our camera set up, the plug is on the ceiling, so it's like there's wires everywhere. We have our wine glasses and 2 microphones.
We are drinking nice wine out of wine glass, but we're sitting on the ground.
I love it.
I'm sitting on plastic cups. You found a blanket.
I found a blanket, so I'm sitting on the blanket. It's kind of nice. But wait, guys. So, okay. Housing. I know that we've been talking about housing a lot because it's kind of been like a main issue, but it was funny. So I saw this guy in town. Oh my God. And, because everyone's like, oh, well, I'll help you find housing. If I hear anything, I'll let you know. And I'm like, seriously, that'd be really good. Thank you so much.
That's been our jobs. We told you that earlier. It's just talking to everyone about housing, about like that little spot that might open up that won't be advertised.
Exactly. So this guy, Mike, he comes up to me and goes, hey, I think I found something for you.
You're like, oh my God, Mike.
Oh, Yes. What is it? What do you got? And he goes, all right, well, here's the deal. And I'm like, oh God, here we go. And he said, well, it's a broken down school bus out in the woods. All you got to do, man, is get yourself a wood burning stove and you'd be good for the winter. Be great in the summer. And I said, I'm like trying to set up like a recording studio for like a podcast. I don't think I need to live and like, well, first off, like find myself a wood burning stove and then go chop wood to like heat the bus. Like, what am I, a beaver? You know what I mean?
Chopping. Can you imagine us in a fight, like wine glass in hand, fighting about who has to go chop down more wood for the wood burning?
I chopped out. I'd be chopping more wood than your dumbass. You know what I mean? And you'd be mad that it'd be cold.
I wasn't built for hard labor. I tell everyone this. I can't even. I can hardly mop a floor.
Come on,
Nick. I can't
mop a floor.
I know how.
Well,
but I just feel like I didn't go to school for that long to mop a floor. Like I'm working in service. I'm not above a lot of things.
It's not about
hard
school.
labor. I know.
It's about whether or not you want your floor mopped.
Listen, no, not my own floor. I mean the floor at like a restaurant.
Homeowners mop floors.
Nick, I've done hard things. I've worked as a bartender for the past few years. But what I'm saying is like, it's just when I'm mopping the floor at 2:00 in the morning, I just think to myself, how did I get here?
Yeah.
Serving is like talking. I'm talking about food and drinks. I love it.
I feel you.
But when I'm doing the hard labor, Nick, like I'm a little too much of a prima donna for that.
Right.
I'm kind of prissy.
No, I hear you.
I can do a lot, but I don't know if chopping wood to live in our broken down school bus is in the cards.
No. I mean, I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. I mean, I'm not arguing with that at all, but damn, school bus. I mean, that would be kind of like chic in the summer. So
we met this woman from LA when we were in Big Sur, and we were telling her she was in like the film industry, and we were just kind of telling her about like, oh, what we're doing and what our dreams are and what we're trying to do. And she goes, you know what? Wow. That's a great origin story. And I was like, wow, thank you for like putting a name to like what we're going through, because it's like the struggles and then they break through, but like there's some things that like, yeah, maybe like in our future, once we've made it, we're like, remember we lived in a broken down school bus, but I don't need that bad of an origin story.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to make this any harder than it is. You know?
I know.
I mean, yeah, great origin story. It's kind of like a lifestyle joke. Like Francesca, what if we just did it for those?
We're honestly like that close.
I know. It's like, are they doing this to themselves on purpose? Or
yeah, like sometimes I wonder like if I'm asking, I think we're very good at manifesting and very like good things into our life. Totally. And I try to stay positive and like look on the crazy, wonderful things happening to you. And I think this apartment is one of those crazy, wonderful things.
Right.
But at the same time, like sometimes do I love telling the stories so much that I invite sitcom-esque situations into my life?
Yeah. One time I went on a backpacking trip on the Appalachian Trail. I was only doing the Appalachian Trail for I was out for 5 days. Okay, 4 nights, 5 days. And I literally, nothing went wrong.
Yeah.
And everything, the weather was great. We all got along. There was no bear activity. I mean, we saw bears, but it was all normal, right? Nothing happened. Mm. And people are like, Nick, what happened on your trip? And I'm like, well, we went hiking.
And it was
I kind of thought I don't know, maybe there was going to be some aggressive bear activity in the camp at night, you know, or yeah, nothing happened.
So my favorite book is by Gay Hendricks. It's called The Big Leap, which I will stand that book every day. It's the one book I always reread. And the premise of it is that you have it's called the upper limit theory, is that we all have a threshold of happiness and goodness to happen in our life. And that sometimes if too fast and too good of things happen to you, let's say professionally, that your personal life will blow up.
Right.
And it's just about how to make your nervous system and your life okay with wonderful things happening to you. As humans, we haven't been in this kind of easeful life before where we have all of our food and we have a lot of our needs met. So that we subconsciously create these catastrophes. And so I try to just be thankful and this is wonderful. And I invite these wonderful, easeful things into my life. But then sometimes Nick's our lives are so much like a TV show that I'm at some level, do I invite those things because I like the chaos?
Right. I
You
mean,
know?
I see what you mean.
Sorry, I'm psychoanalyzing us.
No, I totally get it. It's like, did I want aggressive bear activity or did I just not want aggressive bear activity?
And so I think I'm actually trying really hard to like learn how to like live with a peaceful, easeful life.
What, be boring as fuck?
That's
No,
what I'm saying.
I'm joking.
It's not good for content.
I know.
But I truly like some of the insane things that have happened to us over the past year that are not good.
Listen, we don't have to try. We don't have to try. Okay. Can I? Sorry, did I interrupt you? Okay,
no.
sorry. I was working at the summer camp back in the day, and I was in town for my day off, and I woke up and my car was gone, and it got stolen, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I realized what happened was it didn't get stolen. The police towed it, but forgot to report the tow, right?
Oh.
Right. I mean, I think about
Okay.
that. How does that happen? Okay. So I'm like late coming to work, which is like a big deal at the summer camp. And I'm like, I'm calling them and I'm like, hey, my car got stolen. And they were like, Nick, we knew an excuse was coming. We just didn't think it would be like your car getting stolen. And like, what am I supposed to do though? I didn't invite the car stealing, but I do laugh about it now.
But like, did you?
I know, right? Anyway, I got my car back.
So for 2022, we're just inviting the best things, the good things. I'm still down for the adventures, but we have our apartment. I really need it. You guys, this has been such a journey. I actually think it's one of the hardest things we've ever done with coming back here, living on friends' couches. And, it's not a fun, cute thing to talk about, but like my dealing with like mental health has been,
right.
Has Nick just grabbed his wine glass.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, no, I don't know. It's just been, the reason we came back up into the mountains is because of mold. And that's the whole thing. I'm going to have a mold specialist on and talk about how it affects you so much mentally. But I'm doing better up here, but I've been having good days and bad days. And with trying to figure out everything, it's been crazy.
No, it really has been.
But I mean, yeah, it's not fun to like talk about because it's not when you're like mentally not totally well. It's not just like a little bit of sadness.
Right.
It's like you trying to push away everyone in your life and it's messy and sometimes it's mean and then it's me apologizing and then I'm not good and then I am good. And it's really hard to eat healthy, work out, get all the things you need for your mental health when you're living on couches.
Totally.
And last week we were living above the saloon.
We were literally living above a bar and the music didn't stop till 2 a.m. and we were sharing it with a 150-pound dog that would get out.
So, which he's our friend and it's fine, but he forgot to tell us that the dog runs. Bolts
out, and it's going to take you an hour and a half to go find the dog.
150-pound dog, giant black direwolf, just takes off down Breckenridge. We had to catch him. The police were involved. So 2 times while he was gone, we spent just like a couple cute hours in the snow running after this dog. So that was like a little stressful.
Francesca, you called me screaming.
I fell into a snowbank, Nick. So I'm cold. It's Christmas. I literally fell like 4 feet down into the snow. And do you know without gloves how cold it is to get yourself out of the snow?
It sucks.
What did I blacked out.
I don't know. You just called me screaming about this dog. And I'm like, God, I hate dogs.
He really does. It's a funny thing about Nick.
And you weren't having the best day either. So like coupled with like, not having good days with going to have to retrieve a 150-pound bear through the woods.
Literally through the woods.
In like 15-degree weather.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we found him both times.
Yeah, it happened twice. But no, I agree. I think I like that you brought up mental illness or just not having good times and living on couches. Let's have like a chill 2020.
Yeah.
We'll do yoga.
Why do I find it? No, I'm serious. Because we're
going to like do some sage.
Well, we're going to 1 glass of wine a day.
Yeah.
In the 2020 until possibly gay ski week.
You mean 2022?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Honestly, I feel like I don't know what these last 2 years have been. But no, we're doing yoga. I'm doing a detox. I'm making soup. Yeah. We're going to cook. I haven't eaten at home.
Also, by the way,
months.
The Saucy Sibz actually fuck it up in the kitchen in a good way.
Yeah, we need to start doing videos. I always forget I'm actually a chef. And I'm actually so good at cooking.
You do great things in the kitchen. I don't feel comfortable cooking for like people in a professional setting. I wouldn't call myself near as good as you in that sense, but I'm like really creative and I watch a lot of YouTube videos and I know so much about Asian food.
I was going to say, you and the Chinese, like Asian food, I don't know anything about that. I can only cook like rustic Italian.
Like, listen, I bet if you try to cook yourself some Chinese food, you're going to bring out some wheat udon noodles, some soy sauce and chili pepper, maybe some sesame or peanut oil and call it a day. Not me, bitch. No. I know how to do some shit in the kitchen when it
Nick
comes to Asia.
sautés cucumbers and puts sesame oil on them, which I didn't know that was like, we don't saute cucumbers in America. We only eat them raw.
Like the West's biggest like hindrance is we don't know what to do with a cucumber. What?
That's our biggest hindrance.
Yeah. What, you're going to put one slice of cucumber on the side of like a vodka spritz and call it
that's
fresh?
basically what we do.
I know, yeah. What, are you going to dip it in some yogurt? No. You should see what Asia's doing with cucumbers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We should do like a whole segment on things to do with cucumbers that you didn't know.
Yeah.
Sounds sexual. Not what I meant. Sorry, guys. We had a little intermission. The head chef just came down and we were in the crawl space and he needed some cooking pans. He goes, "What the fuck are you guys doing down here?" It's a full studio. It looks like we've moved in.
I know. His jaw dropped. He was like, "What are you guys doing?" Like with the microphones. And I'm just like, listen. Just keep walking.
He's like, "No, you're sitting on the baking pans." No, you had to get up.
Oh my God.
I don't know where we were.
I think we were talking about cucumbers.
Of course we were.
Jesus.
Oh, sorry. Every time
Should
we
just
move.
talk about like New Year's Eve at this point?
No, Nick. Next on the list is snow biking.
Oh my God.
What else have we been up to this week, Nick?
Okay. Have you guys ever been snow biking? I'm not talking about like sledding or
mountain biking in the snow.
No. I mean, it's a bike with skis on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you go down the mountain. For our friend Kyle's birthday, he rented out like 6 ski bikes.
We've mentioned him before.
We have mentioned
him. We have
mentioned
him, Colorado Kyle.
Colorado Kyle.
The reason we call him Colorado Kyle is because like this man does Colorado. And honestly, the world, but...
He just does Colorado, and God, he drives a big SUV.
He goes like rafting and mountain biking and rock climbing, and he just intensely does all these extreme sports. But then he also like loves to bring other people along. Yeah,
so he's always inviting people on his adventures. And this year for his birthday, ski bikes.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
No, it was some of the most fun I've ever had in my whole life.
So they're really bouncy, and and you kind of turn with your hips, so you're kind of like watch out.
But you also have skis, but little short ski blades attached to your snowboard boots.
Right. It was a fucking ball. We were all just laughing and giggling and going vroom, 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 the whole time. Oh my God, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Francesca, you were like really good at it.
Okay, weird development, you guys. First of all, my mother sent me a text in the morning and said, "Francesca, first of all, you're uncoordinated. Second of all, you're not as young as you used to be." Thanks, Mother. She goes, "Maybe you just should sit this one out. Like I'm so unathletic." And Nick, how did I do?
You did great.
Was I one of the best in the bunch?
I'd say so. You're almost better at ski biking than you are snowboarding.
I think I am.
Which is kind of crazy.
You guys, sending it down blacks, moguls, steep hills, like everything, like trees. I was going through the trees on the ski bike. I don't know where that confidence came from.
Are you just like a ski biker now?
I'm a ski biking enthusiast.
I feel like you should buy your own ski bike. Is that what I should get you for your birthday?
No.
Oh my, no, I kind of want to. It's kind of nerdy, but like, dude.
No, it's something I want to do as like a group for like fun, but like on a powder day, I want my board.
Do ya?
Yeah.
Because then you can go through trees, you know.
I know, I can't snowboard through trees like that.
Well, snowboarding is really hard to go through trees because it's faster. And you have to really...
You have to really whip your body.
Yeah. And that's a lot of energy, you know. It's kind of exhausting. Ski biking kind of goes slower, you know, and you can kind of woo. I wonder if that's how skiing is. I've never skied.
Nick's never skied, you guys. I started skiing when I was little, and I switched to skiing snowboarding when I was 10 years old. So I still know how to ski. I skied last summer or last winter, whatever.
Did you like it?
It's like a lot, like more work for your legs.
It just seems like a lot of knees.
Yeah, it's knees. It's like you feel like you're gonna squat the whole time. I feel like snowboarding, I can do really cool, fun stuff, and I'm like straight chilling.
Well, I think I'm still gonna buy you one for your
No, it's not funny. They're probably really expensive, and I could have
no. He was saying that they're only like $400 or something.
Oh my gosh! No, you know what I want first? I want a G-Wagon, like for children.
Oh, like a
Okay. They're only $400.
Something a toddler would get in.
Yes.
Okay.
But I want it modified, so there's no governor. You can go really fast, and I want like rubber tires put on it.
So you can like go in the snow.
So I can like do donuts and go nuts.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I think that'd be funny.
I want the license plate to say Saucy.
Saucy. God, that would be so funny.
We're going to drive it around Brack.
Dude, Brack, Aspen.
That's what I want for Christmas.
Beaver Creek. Let's do it.
Oh, Christmas is over. Your birthday. That's what I want for your birthday.
That's what you want. That's what you want for my birthday. Perfect.
No, I think we should we get each other, because you didn't get me anything for my birthday this year.
Well, we've been homeless.
Yeah.
So it's been tough.
No, he's actually a really good gift giver. We both are. But why don't we get each other matching
G-Wagons?
Matching G-Wagons. Okay. But just
not
to
real
like,
ones.
Yeah, not yet.
It'll be like, how they say like, if you want a G-Wagon, you got to visualize it. So like put a picture of a G-Wagon on your... Mm-hmm. What if I drove a fake G-Wagon?
I think that's great for the manifestation. I love it.
Oh my God, I love that. Okay. We'll work on that. Developments to come, everyone, with that one.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So one says Saucy, one says Sibz.
Ooh. Saucy Sibz.
That's great for PR.
I agree.
Honestly, people would put it on their stories.
Mm-hmm.
Like or just at Saucy Sibz.
Like, oh, there they are. But it's just us making the noises.
It's just
off-roading.
How we get to Frisco.
Dude, I'm going to get fucking ran over by a Tacoma. A 4Runner.
Like a snowcat.
Yeah, should I drive it down 70?
You'd make it on I-70 things. That's one of my favorite Instagrams.
I might die, but I might get a lot of press. Okay.
It's not a bad idea.
Remember, like 10 minutes ago, when we were like, let's invite like chill things for 2022.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna take a fake G-Wagon that's made for toddlers down a highway in the mountains.
Perfect.
To
wrap up.
Everyone, like a cute little Christmas present,
because we have to go to work.
We do. Oh wait, I was thinking, Francesca, like, what if I just like walked out, like while you were still recording? I was like, I'm late for work. I gotta go.
Yeah, you guys. I love that you guys are here with us during these, and we are just recording and we're getting things done and we're getting set up back again in line. But yeah, you guys, the people that we have on the 2022 roster though for this podcast are actually like outrageous and unbelievable and so exciting.
It's gonna be cool.
So right now we're just like, we're taking you along because we said we'd never miss a Thursday and we committed, and this is what we're doing.
Yeah. We're super excited about this, everyone. And we've just been getting so much feedback and so many people have been loving it. And we've only really had one guest on right now. So let's just wait for 2022 because it's going to get wild.
You know what someone told me?
What?
Or no, you were saying one of your friends just said our voices are soothing.
Yeah, everyone keeps saying that. And I know my voice is kind of hoarse right now, but...
Nick's not sick, but he still doesn't have a voice.
Yeah, but that just happens to me.
But no, like... People have been telling us that like something about our voices in the podcast, which has been like the coolest compliment. I didn't know we had like voices for
podcasts.
Yeah, but
that's good.
Oh, she just has a face for radio. Have you ever heard that?
No,
like someone that's ugly.
Exactly. I like that.
But I just love that we can take people's minds off all the other bullshit kind of going on in the world.
I agree.
and hang out together.
We have been steadily climbing in downloads and listens. And every month that we've started, we've just gotten more and more downloads, which is really amazing, guys. We just passed over 1,000, which is good. I know. It's amazing. We've had 10 released episodes. This is the 11th. But as of time recording, we've pretty much had about like 1,050 downloads or something like that. And that's just like really good to hear because that's over more than 100 listens per episode. And it's getting more and more every week. So
And we're going to get better. We're going to have people on, and we're going to take you on the journey, which we would love to say is going to be peaceful and chill, but
let's be honest.
we wouldn't be the Saucy Sibz.
I know, Christ. Well, I guess here's to that. I mean,
cheers, guys, to 2022
cheers.
and all of us. You know, we're just like, maybe this year. 'Cause
Maybe
the
this
past 2 years have been hard for everybody.
No, I'm excited for 2022.
I really
feel
am.
like everything's like really getting sort of back to normal as whatever.
But I don't want it to go back to total normal.
Yeah.
I feel like we all want different and better.
Exactly.
And everybody's got their eyes open, and I don't feel like everybody's sleepwalking through life anymore.
No. We kind of have to be intentional about what we want to do, where we want to go, what our lives want to be. And we're starting 2022 off with not being homeless. So
oh my gosh.
I'm
so excited.
Let's give a high five for that.
That was terrible.
Oh my God.
Here, we're going to cheers again.
Oh, yeah. Cheers. High five. What am I talking about? Okay.
Ready? Ooh, that was a good one.
Good. Cool.
To 2022, you guys.
It's going to be good. Set your resolutions and have fun. New Year's Eve.
Woo!
All right.
Love you guys. Chef's kiss.
All right. Bye-bye. See you next year.